All right, everybody, welcome to another video. Today, I've got 4 war hits and some Legend League hits, and we're going to be doing some armies that I think are going to be the most useful in Legend League for the upcoming season, so stay tuned. All right, the first strategy that we're going to be trying out today is going to be the synchronic E-Titan attack, and we're going to be using the Rocket Spear with the Electro Boots instead of the Hog Puppet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Queen, Siege Barracks, and all this stuff. Holy cow, I need to make that dot a little bit thinner. That's going to drive me nuts. And then what I'm going to do is put the Royal Champion and the Rocket Spear on this side of the base with some skeleton traps to tank for them. As soon as the funnel is decently set on both sides, I'm going to put a jump here, and we're going to charge through the middle with my E-Titans. I'm hoping that my Queen can come this way and get the Monolith. That's kind of I really want the Queen to get the Monolith, because if not, then nobody's going to deal with it for forever, and it might cause some issues. But here we go. Here's our army. I'm also going to recall the Royal Champion to put her down with the Smash later on into the raid, or maybe use her somewhere else. We're going to find out. But let's go ahead and just dive in. I've got my Siege Barracks. I've got everything I need. So let's go ahead and try this out. I feel like this should be really good with the Electro Boots, right? This should be a pretty good strategy. So let's go ahead. We'll put a ground skeleton here. Golem, Siege Barracks, Queen over here. We're going to put another ground skeleton over here and pop the Earthquake Boots just immediately. And I'm going to put one thrower behind the Royal Champion. That way, you know, some things get dealt with that way. Maybe that should be actually good enough for me. Okay, perfect. We're going to recall the Royal Champion. Now let's pop the Queen ability. Let's go ahead and just spam everything down. Get that wall break right there. Perfect. Put the Royal Champion back down with them. Okay, do we need a Headhunter yet? Let's go ahead and rage right here. We're going to try and delay the Warden ability as much as we humanly possibly can. I wish that somebody would go into the middle. Oh, the Queen's dead. Well, rip that idea. Okay, let's go ahead and pop the Earthquake Boots right now. I'm going to rage my Royal Champion. Maybe she'll be able to deal with the Minion Prince. Perfect. That actually worked out really well. Okay, once my King gets a little bit further in and pops all of these walls open, that should help a lot. And this is why I really wanted the Queen to get the Monolith. I need that Monolith to go down. I feel like it's worth it to rage right there to make sure that that happens. Make sure we get that Archer Tower. Maybe we can kind of clean up through the rest of the base. The Royal Champion does have the Phoenix on her, but again, this is not looking so good. Uh-oh. Let's see. Can we clean it up? We got a lot of time left. Like a lot of time. Okay, we get everything inside of the walls, basically. So we just got a minute and a half to clean up the rest of this base. And we've actually got, I mean, we've got some healers left. We've got some E-Titans left. So this might still actually work. Let's go ahead and see. The Teslas on the inside of the walls will go down to the aura from the Titans if we get that far. But we still have some healers and stuff. And the Spirit Fox on the King, which will help with the tanking and stuff. So we've got a minute left to deal with the rest of these buildings. I think we should be okay. The Warden actually adds a decent amount of DPS to this too, by the way. So that actually helps a lot. We're going to deal with that multi-archer tower dead last. You guys just watch. Of course we are. No! Go get that multi-archer tower. That's unreal. All the healers are dead. Oh, hey, wait. Go get that. Go get the multi-archer tower. I mean, the skeletons aren't going to be an issue at all, right? Because we've got some E-Titans. We should be good. I think we're okay. Nice. We are going to get it. Barely. Barely squeezed by. Oh, there's actually a hole in the wall right there? I didn't realize that. So the aura should get the Tesla over the wall, right? Yeah? Does that reach that far? Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew, that was close. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait. We got it. The Spirit Fox finished it off for us. Dang, that was actually really close. Holy cow. All right, the second base that we're going to hit is this one. And I actually got kind of a cool little trick or something that I'm going to do at the beginning of this one. Now, normally, when you use your Rocket Spear with the Royal Champion, you don't want her anywhere near the King, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her just down on these 2 Wizard Towers here. That will let the King aggro to my Royal Champion without any of these defenses hitting her, and I'll just use one headhunter. We're going to take care of it, and then I will use the rocket spear. And then depending on whether she goes right or left, we'll invis ahead of her to force her into the middle of this base, because that is going to be the difficult part, because I'm doing the super barb strategy. Now, this one is definitely becoming one of my favorite attacks. I think it's so good. Takes maybe a little bit more skill. I need a log launcher. I've got one, or a siege barracks, one of the two. But I think we're good to go. Let's see, make sure that I've got... Let's go ahead and see if we can pull this off. I think that that should work at the beginning in order to... maybe not. Come on, King. Come on out. Perfect. We're just going to let these two deal with the King. Obviously, I'll take some damage from the King, right? But... Nice. That worked out really, really well. If we can deal with those 3 buildings there, that would be really sick. We should have 3 more shots, I think. Nope. Okay. I clearly don't know how to count. Three, 4, 2, 3, 4. I debated using a rage, but I want to save the only rage I've got with my army, right? Three, 4, 3, 4. Let's go ahead a little bit further into the base. 2, 3, 4, 2. Now we're going to let her die. Okay, let's go ahead and just clear up a few of these buildings here. Actually, I think I will use a log launcher. I think a log launcher is going to be a little bit better for me here. We'll use the queen here. Let's go ahead and put a couple of minions right there. They should go in eventually, I'm thinking. Oh, I haven't even put my warden down. I should probably do that too, by the way. That'll probably be a good idea. Okay, let's pop this now. We'll rage right here. Use our poison. Cleaning up on the back end is going to be a giant nightmare because I don't have any good way of getting there very good. See if we can pop open some walls and just hurry because... I don't know if I'm going to have time. Please go. It's going to be so close. We've got a lot of super barbs. I think we got it. We barely got this one time-wise, but dang, we pulled it off. Oh, baby. This one is so much fun. You can see the overkill. If I need to just hurry up with the army a little bit more, maybe is the thing. But this army is a ton of fun. I am loving this army right now. Maybe I'll do this in Legend League today. All right, the next attack that I'm going to do is going to be that 16 Dragon 11 invisibility spell attack, and I'm going to be doing it on this base. And what I'm hoping that I can accomplish is to get my Royal Champion to head right towards the middle here. I don't know that she'll get the Town Hall, but if she can clear like this much of the base, I will be happy with that, and we will call that a success. Now, one thing with this army is it does struggle a little bit with time. Oh, I need my giant arrow, huh? I need to switch that real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and go. By the way, there's like 5 hits going on at once. This war's, I don't know why everybody's hitting all the time right now, but normally I don't think it's like this, maybe. All right, let's go. We're going to go ahead and use the Rocket Spear at the start. That's the kind of the way I like to do this attack. Just look at her just demolish all these trash buildings out here, too. Pretty wild. Get that wizard tower? Oh, no, we're going. Okay, all right. That's fine with me. We're going, I don't even know where. 4, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can get the town hall. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we will. 3. Oh, I forgot about the invisibility spell, huh? 2, 3, 4. Do I get that sweeper? Oh, we do get the sweeper. Wow, that actually kind of surprises me. And again, I kind of like to use my warden ability a little bit earlier on this attack. We're actually going to, just so that I know the Stone Slammer lives a little bit longer. Okay, please get in the, okay, we got it. I was really hoping that they would deal with that minion prince over there. Really? Can you 1v1 him in a poison? Oh, dude, dragons are not good. That looks like a good minion prince ability. Let's go ahead and rage right here. Oh, he actually does 1v1 him. I actually, okay. All right, that's good. We have a single Inferno that's kind of in an annoying spot. And I have some dragons in the Stone Slammer, by the way. Get that scatter, please. Because if you guys don't get that scatter, there's no way my queen's getting that scatter. This is actually... We got a lot of dragons, though. Holy cow. Like, a lot of dragons. Okay, those guys are going mid. They actually should be able to even go and get that single Inferno now. We got a lot of time left, too, actually. Normally, time's a big issue with this attack, but we're actually doing pretty good. Okay, we have 3 dragons splitting off to go and get that. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like sometimes with this attack, I feel like I'm struggling, and then at the end, I'm like, wow, okay, I had way more than I thought I did. This was actually crushed. This, I still think, might be just the strongest attack in the game. It's pretty wild how easy this is compared to how strong it is. Just absolutely demolishes bases. Really, the only thing you have to worry about is time on this attack. So if you just put a couple of dragons behind your royal champion as she's cleaning up, which I didn't do this raid, so don't follow my example, usually you're pretty good to go after that. All right, and the very last hit that I'm going to do in war is the Zap Quake Dragon Rider strategy. Now, this one is the one maybe I'm most nervous about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Zap Quake these 3 buildings here. I will start my queen at this end here and use a skeleton spell to distract for the single Inferno. And if she heads up or down, the plan's going to be the same. It's just symmetrical, but let's just assume she goes down. What I'll do is I'll use my royal champion with the rocket spear and the electro boots to clear out some of this area here. I'll put my king down, and that should create enough of a funnel to where I can pop my earthquake boots somewhere like around here and open up walls for the town hall. Ideally, we'll get the town hall. I don't know if that's true, but I have a blimp, and I've planned to not get the town hall as a backup plan, and then I'll use the dragon riders kind of on the opposite end like that around the base. And I think that should be enough for a good 3-star here, but let's go ahead and see. I do have a blimp, yes. I don't have a... I'm going to get a Stone Slammer just in case. Let's just go ahead. I've got a Flame Flinger in there already. All right. Let's just... All right, what was that? Number 21? Perfect. All right, let's try this and see if we can pull this one off. But that is the plan. Let's go. All right, why waste time? Okay, here we go. We're going to Zap Quake these buildings here, right? That's done. Let's go ahead and put the queen down. And once she clears that storage is probably when I'll put the skeleton spell down. That'll help distract that single Inferno. And I guess I can use her ability if I need to. I really would rather not. I might have to, actually, because the king there might screw things up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to have to. That really is unfortunate. Didn't want to have to pop her ability there, but we're okay. Please get that down before she... God, Please tell me we're going down. Okay, we're going down. Let's go ahead and pop the... We're going to be stuck on this CC for just a little bit, but that's okay. That'll give enough time for the Royal Champion to clear some of those buildings over there, and I will wall break in here. And let's put a baby dragon here too, just to help clear this up a little bit faster. Royal Champion's gonna die, that's totally fine. That was kind of part of the plan. Is that all the ice golems? Okay, we need the king to get in just a little bit further because I really want him to be able to open up the walls to the town hall if possible. That should open up some walls to the town hall, but I don't know if we're gonna get there, obviously, right? Let's go ahead and just start this now. Oh, I have a golem in this army. I didn't even... Well, this might be a little weird because this is all going to go invisible here in just a second. Maybe we can get the town hall down before it goes invisible. No, not quite. Okay, they're actually going to get the queen, so maybe we're still okay. So let's rage here. Okay, they are going to get the town hall. They should anyway. Well, what's my queen doing there? The queen's just literally sitting in there going to town. Oh, I put a wizard right down where that is going to be. This looks crushed to me, right? We got cleanup over there. Holy cow, we have so many Dragon Riders alive. I can't believe how many are still there just going nuts. Let's see if we can break open some walls for the queen. I don't know if that's actually going to work or not, but holy cow. Yeah, this one worked out really well. We're good. This one might have been like the most dominant attack. Well, the dragon one was pretty dominant, but this one's pretty close. I feel like the plan was pretty good though. Nice. 4 for 4 in war, and I might show off some of my clanmates' attacks. We're still kind of at the point in Legend League where we're getting a bunch of rushed bases, so I don't know that it's really worth it showing you guys try hard armies on rushed bases. That doesn't really seem to help a lot, so I'll show you guys a couple of their attacks that are different from mine, and then we'll call it good. All right, we're actually going to watch Tyro attack, and he uses Hydra. He has really taken to Hydra, and he's been dominating with it. I think he finished like in the top 800 last season. Man, don't quote me on that. I can't remember exactly what he told me, but he was a lot higher until like the last 3 days when everybody goes nuts in Legend League, right? And then kind of dropped down a little bit from there. But he's in the top 200 quite a bit last season using this army. Hydra is definitely super good. And he uses the Minion Prince instead of the Royal Champion, which seems crazy to me. I feel like the Royal Champion's like in debate for the strongest hero in the game right now. It's between her and the Warden, right? Okay, he uses Yetis instead of balloons, and he says that's because it's more consistent and you'll be more likely to get the things down. It's a lot easier to counter the balloons than the Yetis, so he likes to use Yetis in place of balloons. And I mean, I don't blame him. Look at all the core that's gone now. That's pretty nuts. He will get the Minion Prince down with that little group down there. Uses the Minion Prince ability for him on that back end of the base and actually gets a lot of the high-end defenses that are left. So he's got quite a bit of stuff going left. A lot of Hydra. He's got some Dragon Riders left. He's got the little henchmen. The henchmen are actually pretty beefy too, right? They tank a lot of mines and defenses and things. So they're pretty good. It's definitely worth leveling up that equipment too if you've got other stuff out of the way already. Yeah, this one looks pretty crushed. Yeah, Hydra's pretty good. It's a fairly easy attack too. Kind of crazy that you can kind of do both and get away with it right now, but yeah, so we've got Hydra. By the way, I'm going to show off a whole bunch of different attacks. There's probably going to be like 8 different styles of attacks in this video. I'll try and get links for all of the armies and put them in the description. But yeah, you can see you can do a whole lot of variety of different things and get it to work right now. And actually, I know some people might not like that, but I think that that's one fun aspect of the game, right? I like to be able to do a whole bunch of different things and not be stuck on one strategy for a whole season. And yeah, anyway, let's go on to the next attack. All right, we've got Notorious in with some Twin Hog action. And he's actually going to start off with a Spirit Walk too. Let's see what equipment he's got on his Royal Champion. Okay, so he's got the Haste. So kind of the standard stuff for a Spirit Walk. He's timing the ability as well so far. When will he use the Haste Vial though? Maybe right after this defense when he gets to the Ricochet Cannon and the Multi-Inferno? No, I don't know. Maybe he'll save it for later. Who knows? Or maybe he'll get the Town Hall. That would actually be nuts, and he might be able to be honest. Will he? No. I feel like he's just going to save it. Oh, man, he barely recalls it. That was, whew, that was close. Yeah, so he's going to save the Haste Vial, or the Royal Champion ability for later on in the raid, right? So then he starts where the funnel ended for the Royal Champion with the Queen and Ice Golem and a couple of other things. Uses a Siege Barracks on the other side. He does not have... Okay, he does have a King. He just hasn't deployed the King yet. Oh, there's the King there. Okay, now he's got him in. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's getting tanking the Monolith here. So he's going to use his Earthquake Boots really fast, which is unfortunate. But what's he trying to get here? Is he trying to get the Town Hall with his Queen and everything? Let's go ahead and see what he does for the rest of this hit. Does get that. He actually gets a sick wall break for his Queen there. It looks like she's got the Magic Mirror and the Healer Puppet. Yeah, so she'll be able to just wreck through this core here. Man, Magic Mirror and Healer Puppet are such a good combination, especially when raged up. Man, she can just eat through Town Halls. Look at how fast that dies. And she'll get rid of probably the rest of the core here, too. And then he starts the Hogs from 3 o'clock-ish. Now, he doesn't have any healing spells because he's got the Healing Tome on the Warden. So that's how he does that. He still has the Royal Champion ability. Keep that in mind. Hasn't used that yet. Keeps a couple of the Hogs in his inventory for cleanup. As I say that, he uses them at the bottom there. Maybe to try and get that cannon so that they keep all of the rest of the Hogs in the middle of the base. Ooh, those bombs actually kind of do wreck Hogs. And he still has the Royal Champion ability. So this is actually looking like it was pretty crushed. And he's got a lot of stuff left over. Man, the Royal Champion's so good with the Electro Boots. Because look at this. All these skeletons that normally are so annoying and stuff, just they're gone. And then she's going to deal with the enemy Royal Champion. And yeah, look at this. This was actually a pretty quick attack, too. And he had kind of an overkill army at the end. So Twin Hogs definitely still really good, too. Especially with, like, the little Spirit Walk at the beginning. You can clear a lot of the base and then put her right back with the army if you recall her right. Man, don't... He's cutting it pretty close with the recall, but he got it. All right, for the next attack that we've got going on, we have got Bish Nasty here with a Spirit Walk Root Rider Smash that's starting to become really popular. He takes a few more invis spells than I think the most common version of the army, but I mean, it's so versatile, right? You can really change it to cater to whatever you like to do during the attack. And he gets to Town Hall right off the bat, which never is a bad idea. They deal a lot of damage. Man, this is a sick Spirit Walk, honestly. Look at this. He's going to get quite a bit. He does have the Phoenix on her, too. No recall, so he's just going to let her die and get a whole bunch of value. I like that he invises the Inferno there because you don't need to sit and waste shots on that if she's going to get it with the aura anyway. It does the same thing with his Tesla, too. And he clears a ton of really valuable defenses with this Spirit Walk. So this ended up working out really, really well. It doesn't have any more invises left, so she's obviously going to go down here, but she'll get that multi-archer tower, too. This also sets a really, really good funnel, right? He's cleared out basically this whole section of the base, and now he can just kind of have his Root Riders stay clumped together through the other side and not have to worry about them splitting up and going around all over the place. Deals with the king pretty well too, because he's got his queen there to just deal damage and get rid of him. Rages his Root Riders up. Are they going to go up or towards the monolith? Well, one goes towards the monolith, but everything else stays clumped tight together. This is what you want, right? You do want everything to stay together. And that's one reason I like taking an overgrowth, is I can just overgrowth the whole middle if you have stuff like that, or you could have used it somewhere else, right, and made sure that all of your Root Riders stayed in one little group together. He stays frozen up for just a second here from all of the ice golems and things, but these healers are raged up with the rage gem from the wardens, so really not even that big a deal. And the king goes through the middle. He's going to pop off a really sick Earthquake Boots, which takes care of the monolith. And you can see there's really not a whole lot of base left. He still has his queen ability, a whole bunch of cleanup super barbarians that he can put down whenever he needs to. And with the king inside the walls, with the Root Riders, with the healers there raged up, you can just see nothing's really going to be able to take all of this down at this point. The only really maybe scary thing is that single Inferno down there, but there's just so much stuff right now at this point that is just going to get overwhelmed anyways. All right, let's just times through it through the rest of this attack. Yeah, this is a really clean Spirit Walk Root Rider smash. This one worked out really well. Nicely done, Bish. And yeah, again, man, I'm telling you guys, there's just so many different cool attacks that you guys can do right now. Everything you can make a lot of stuff work right now, which is fun. I know some people don't like that, but I like it. All right, and then the last attack that I'll be showing you guys is going to be a thrower smash. Now, throwers definitely, man, when they first came out, I thought they were going to be pretty good, but it was pretty obvious early on that they just weren't as good as what they didn't meet my expectations. I feel like Super Witches are just better in basically every way, but the throwers are still cool though, right? Because they're not used a lot. So he is doing the double gem version of this army, right? Where you charge with the Warden for a little while, start the funnel really, really well, and then he'll probably use the Siege Barracks with his Queen on the other side and just get the King to guide them through the middle of the base and open up walls where they need to. This is a nice style base for the throwers to attack into. I find that when you get big, giant, open compartments, they spread out a lot and they get picked off one by one, or they get buildings, or they destroy buildings way too slowly, and because of that, it slows the attack down a lot. And time is definitely a huge issue with the throwers. They really struggle with doing things quickly because their attack rate is so slow. But he set the funnel really, really well. He's going to get these Root Riders to go right into that middle compartment where the Town Hall is eventually. Sets his king down last so that he's not taking damage and he can pop the Earthquake Boots once he gets into the middle of the base. And his queen is going to get rid of a whole bunch of the buildings on this left-hand side, the little flank over here. All this, you can see all the throwers are going to get stalled up here for a little bit. One nice thing I will say about throwers is some of them can destroy ice golems and not get frozen up from like the range. He decides to freeze the invisibility tower a couple of times to make sure that the town hall goes down before him. Let's see if that actually ends up happening. He could probably pop his earthquake boots and be fine here, to be honest. Okay, they get the town hall down anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Pops the earthquake boots. They get access to basically the entire rest of the base. Man, the range of the throwers is nuts. Look at that. They got that scatter shot over those walls over there. King takes down the enemy king. Still has a bunch of throwers alive. All he's got to worry about really is that monolith and multi-inferno or multi-archer tower, and then everything else after that is just kind of point defenses that are pretty easy to take care of, especially for these throwers. Is he going to get that monolith easily? Oh, Royal Champion. Okay, I didn't even see he hadn't even used the Royal Champion yet. And she's got the Hog and Haste on her, so she'll be able to take care of that monolith really easily. Yeah, you can definitely still make throwers work. I just think there are better versions or better troops that you can literally just swap out supply for supply and have it be a little bit more effective. But they're definitely fun, right? They're pretty cool. Just the way they attack is so slow, and that's what kind of creates the issues with time and doing things like that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. You guys have seen a whole bunch of variety of different attacks that you guys can use throughout next CWL, next season in Legend League, and even in wars and things like that. These guys are all, the players that I showed you today are all very legit players who always get very high in Legend League, who perform very well in C1 CWLs. So definitely a lot to learn from these guys. I'll try and get all of their army links and put them all in the description, but I will see you guys next time.